Welcome to your community. This is your hometown. This is Walton Entertainment. This is where you can hear from the community and those making a difference. We explore topics, local festivals, arts and entertainment, and local news. For this program and much more, visit us online at yourlocalstream.com. That's yourlocalstream.com.
Saturday morning, I put the pedal to the floor, headed north on Mills Avenue, and listened to the engine roar. My broken house behind me and good things ahead. A girl named Kathy wants a little of my time. 6 cylinders underneath the hood, crashing and kicking. Aha, listen to the engine whine. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. Stuck in a daze. I was 17 years young. Hurt my knuckles punching the machines. The taste of Scotch rich on my tongue. And then Kathy showed up and we hung out, trading swigs from a bottle, all bitter and clean, locking eyes, holding hands, twin high maintenance machines. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. I drove home in the California dust. I could hear a voice inside of me hum, picture the look on my stepfather's face, ready for the bad things to come. I downshifted as I pulled into the driveway, motor screaming out, stuck in second gear. The scene ends badly, as you might imagine, in a cavalcade of anger and fear. There will be feasting and dancing in Jerusalem next year. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me. I am gonna make it through this year if it kills me.
And I'm here with Wendy, who makes these amazing wreaths. I just got one for inspiration. Wendy, how did you get started?
I was involved in animal rescue, and they were having the rescue organization was having a silent auction, so I made my custom paw animal wreath
I love
for the
that.
silent auction, and that turned into we do craft shows, and it's taken over my whole life now.
Look at the way it shapes
Yeah.
the paw. Do you see that? This is the little toes, and that's the paw.
Yeah. So this is my best-selling wreath. I have cat and dog, and it's just kind of taken a life of its own. July will be 3 years I've been doing it.
They are absolutely beautiful. If you like a college team, she's got them with even the field focus, and then she's got some beach themed ones, fishing ones. The fishing one's amazing, and patriotic. I invested in a scripture, and if I could take home two, I would be getting her signature.
So you can find me on Facebook, Etsy, Instagram, Walton Reeves.
Okay. And is there a telephone number or anything?
You can email me at info@waltonreeves, WREATH.com.
Okay.
All
Thank
right,
you.
thank you.
This is really a large crepe myrtle festival. This is first one in a long time, but this is the largest. This is has more vendors than anything I've ever seen downtown Monroe. So it was much of a success, and I think the people are happy, and couldn't have been a more beautiful day. This is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment.
Thank you for watching. I'm Dina Huff, the Executive Director for the Partnership for Families, Children, and Youth. And this morning I just wanted to share with you a few things that we have going on this summer. I hope this summer has started off really well for everyone, and if you don't know of any camps to send your kids to, feel free to call us, and we'll find you a camp. I know they have a lot of stuff going on this summer. We receive a lot of stuff through our email shared by our partners, and we try to share that with the folks that we share our email with. But if you're not on our email list, at the end of the filming, I'll give you my email address so you can email me or call me and inquire about a summer camp. But one summer camp that we're doing here at the Board of Ed Annex, and that's where we're located at our offices, is a summer STEM camp. And this is hosted by Walton Youth Project, and it's Wise Summer Intensive. And this is for high schoolers. And it is wellness, ingenuity, science, and engineering. And this is July the 7th through July 31st. And like I said, it's here at the Board of Ed Annex. And you can scan this in or have the information here to sign up. Now, I did say this is only high schoolers. We do have some slots left for some students. This is a free camp, and most of the camps that you will sign up for, there's a cost that goes with that camp. The cost is covered. And if you went to Georgia Tech for this camp, you would pay a lot of money. So like I said, this is a free camp. We need additional high schoolers. This is a great learning opportunity for students. It's hands-on. You will have a lot of experience, gain a lot of education. So if you're interested, I will attach this with the viewing after. And just to let you know, a couple of things from our other partners. Fish is well into the summer feeding program. We started, I think it was May the 28th, with fixing lunches. We're fixing over 2,000 lunches for our kids in Walton County, and we have folks that come in the morning beginning at 9:30 to start fixing the sandwiches, and it's like an assembly line. You just fix the sandwiches, you go through the line, and we have enough volunteers that one person doesn't have to do everything. So you fill the bag, and at the end, the person at the end will tie the bag, put it in the crate, and then after a few minutes, a delivery driver pulls up. That's another volunteer, and will put those crates in their car, and they have a route that they will take those crates to and deliver the meals for the kids for the summer. So we're well into that. We'll go through the end of July with that, and we do that Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you're ever interested in doing something a little extra this summer, or you have a little time on your hands, please feel free to come volunteer. You do have to sign up online, and just Google fishofwalton.org, and that should take you to the website to volunteer for them. It's a great experience. If you need something to do with your older kids, I would say maybe 5th grade and up, that's a great opportunity. They can come help as well. We have our next collaborative meeting here at the Board of Ed Annex. Sorry, I'm getting tongue-tied this morning. But that collaborative meeting is here, and we will have some guest speakers. We would love to have you come attend those. Those are free of charge. You do get a free breakfast. A lot of networking, a lot of information shared during those meetings. And you don't have to register for that meeting. Just show up and collaborate with the other partners that we have. And we take the month of July off for our collaborative meetings, and then we come back in August. So if you have any questions for me here at the partnership, my direct line is 770-207-3175. My email address is Dena, D-E-N-A, Huff, H-U-F-F, at walton.k12.ga.us. And you'll get the information about what I shared this morning. So I hope you all have a great summer, and we will see you next time.
Hello, I'm Kenny Sargent with Keep Walton Beautiful in the Walton County Recycling Center. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Super busy down here at the Recycling Center. Typically March, April, May, and through June is some of our busiest months here before it really gets hot. So I did want to give just a couple of reminders. We're still seeing a lot of yard debris come in. Just a reminder, we can't take trees, shrubs, grass clippings. A lot of people are trimming some of their bushes and trying to bring in those trimmings. We can't accept them here, and we're going to have to turn you around and send you to an inert landfill. So just to save you some time, those items will need to go to an inert landfill. We have a couple of them in Walton County. Be happy to give you the number or directions to the nearest one to you. You can always call us here at 770-267-1421, and we will get you to the one closest to you. But we can't take those items here, and we're having to turn around a lot of cars right now. So just wanted to get that reminder out. And also remind everyone that we do have a limit on mattresses right now. We're only taking 2 per customer, whether it's a mattress or a box spring. Those are $10 each. We've had quite a few people coming in with a lot more than 2 mattresses, and we can only take 2 right now, trying to give everyone an equal opportunity to get those mattresses dropped off. Also wanted to remind you to try as best you can to take care of those mattresses. Keep them inside or in a garage or carport until you're ready to bring those down here to us. We have a lot of people that are just kind of sticking them outside, and they're getting rained on and damaged. These are being refurbished and reused, and they need to be in fair condition when we get them. So if they come in and they're tattered to shreds, there's holes burned all the way through them, the box springs completely busted up and broken, even if they're soaking wet, we really can't be taking those like that. So try to make sure they're in decent condition when they get here. The company that picks up the mattresses for us simply won't take them any other way. So just wanted to get those reminders out there to make sure you didn't run into any problems when you did come out here to visit us. Again, call us anytime if you have any questions about those items. Again, our number is 770-267-1421. Be happy to answer any questions you have. Moving forward, we have scheduled a document destruction day here at the recycling center. We're going to do that Saturday, September the 13th from 9 to 11. We'll start advertising for that event. We'll get it on our website and Facebook page. We'll also get that in the paper and online. So just be on the lookout for that. We've had a lot of people calling and asking when we would do our next shredding event here in Monroe at the recycling center. So we finally got that scheduled. Again, that's going to be Saturday, September the 13th from 9 to 11. It's a great opportunity to get rid of any sensitive documents you have that you don't want to just put in a recycling bin. There's a camera on the side of the truck. You can actually watch your documents be shredded, and they even pass out like certificates of destruction. So you know that it's safe to get those items shredded. Like I always do, I want to invite you to come out here, see what we do, let us walk you through, show you what we're doing, help you get started recycling. If you're already an avid recycler, come out and see if there's other things you could be recycling. If you have any disposal questions or any other environmental questions, feel free to give us a call. If we don't have the answer, we'll find the answer out for you. So again, come out and see us, give us a call, 770-267-1421, and until next time, take care.
Hey, I'm Isaac with Reboot, giving you the Reboot Tech Tip. Again, I want to talk about a little bit about security. One thing I want to talk about is like checking your bank account transactions or your credit card transactions. And I personally don't do this a lot, but I do, every other month or every few months I'll go through and just look and see what kind of transactions are coming through, especially if you do like auto pay on things. So there's been a few times where I've looked at my bank accounts and been like, well, I have no idea what this is. And I'll call the bank and they're like, oh, we don't know what it is either. And so we'll have to, usually I have to go down to the bank and be like, okay, well, let's figure it out. Like, where is this coming from? And it may be a process that they can do right then, or maybe a process that takes a couple days. And I'm trying to remember, there was a time or two where we had to figure out where it was coming from. We had to call that company. And I want to say once it was something that shouldn't have been there. And that just comes from me checking, what's the stuff that we sign up for, or something we might accidentally sign up for on the internet, or, something on some web page somewhere. It can be something as easy as your email, and there's a little ad on the side, and you accidentally click on it, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do this, and then they're getting you for your $15-20 a month or whatever it may be. It's important to check those things. And again, I know it's kind of tedious or it's a pain, but I have found that it's been worth it. The other thing too that I want to talk about kind of in that same realm is phishing. So, and not phishing with an F, but phishing with a PH. There's lots of scams out there. You can get an email, and that's really the biggest thing about phishing is an email you might get. And it might look like it's from somebody you know, and it's really not. It may even be like a company you work with, but it's actually not. A lot of times what they'll do is they'll put like one letter in there that'll be different, or there might be like a hyphen in there, and I'm talking about from the email address. Or it may just be somehow that they can do like one uppercase letter, just stuff like that. It's easy to mimic an actual email address that you're familiar with. It could be somebody you're like, hey, look at this picture, and you click on the link. It's and I've only ever seen it be like a link. So you click on the link and then it takes you to some website, or it just automatically downloads something and you don't know that it's doing anything. It's doing all this stuff in the background, and then they're on your computer, whoever they may be. And it could be a year before they mess with you, or they may never mess with you. A lot of times what will happen is they'll get on your computer, they start looking at your stuff, they watch you get on your bank account, they watch you look at your credit cards. They can tell what you're typing in, stuff like that. So the biggest thing is, if you suspect anything, don't click on it. Call that person or call that company. Hey, what is this? Or if you accidentally click on it, you need to take it to a shop like us or whoever, and have them look at it, and explain what you did and what happened. Another big one with that is if you let anybody on your computer and you're not familiar with them, or you don't know who they are, or there's lots of fake websites set up like HP. There's HP is not doing it, but there's fake HP sites that get people all the time. They come in here and they're like, oh, this is a site I went to. Well, that's not an actual official HP site. Did you let somebody on your computer? Yes, we did. Okay. We need to wipe the computer. There's no other way to fully fix it. So just be careful of the whole phishing thing. One other thing on the phishing thing I want to touch on is you could just be on the internet and accidentally run your mouse over something and something downloads. Or you can run your mouse over, you don't even have to click on it now. You just run the cursor over something on some website, and it can actually be a reputable website, and then something flashes up. This is Microsoft, call da-da-da-da-da. That's a scam. Don't call the number. Do not call the number. You turn your computer off right away, boot the computer back up. If it's gone, you're okay. If it's not gone, again, you need to bring it to somebody like us, let us look at it, see if we can fix it. Well, we can fix it, but see what it takes to fix it. But anyway, that's it. Isaac with Reboot, giving you the Reboot Tech Tip. Come check out our computers. We sell new and used stuff. We also do repairs and all kind of stuff. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Jody Johnson. I'm here with another recreation report. Happy to see that spring is doing well. We're almost getting into summer. Kids about to get out of school, which means the splash pad out at Ayers Park is about to open. We'll open up this Saturday on the 16th, just before Memorial Day, and we plan on having a lot of folks out there. We have expanded what's going on out at Ayers Park. You'll see some construction if you go within the next few weeks. We've added 8 more pickleball courts out there, and they'll be completed by the 1st of June, ready to be played on. We've had a huge crowd of people playing pickleball, and that's across the nation, and Walton County is no different. We've added those 8 courts out there, so we'll have a total of 12 courts at Ayers Park. Of course, the splash pad is there, and we have that very nice frisbee golf course as well, which should bring a lot of people out to Ayers Park here in the near future. We also have some new pickleball courts going in Monroe at the Nowell Recreation Center. We've gone in and we've taken the old flooring out, and we're putting in a rubberized floor, and 7 pickleball courts will be put in the 2 gyms, so it should have a great place for people to play indoors at Nowell. We also have the ones out at the Ag Center, and then we have the 4 courts outside at the Ag Center as well. So lots of pickleball opportunities for you right now. I do believe the city of Social Circle has put in 4 courts down there, and then we're in the process of putting in 12 more courts behind Meridian Park in Loganville. So a great place to get out with your family, friends, and play pickleball. Our sports programs, we're all registering right now. Hopefully you have gotten registered for the summer sports, which is our basketball and volleyball, because we've already started practicing on those. And the fall sports registration ends very, very soon. If you haven't gotten registered, please go or call one of our community centers and so you can reserve a spot. Our fall sports are football, cheerleading, soccer, baseball and softball, and cross country. So if you want to participate in any of those sports, If you haven't registered, because it ends this Friday, call one of our community centers in the area that you want to play in, and hopefully there's still a spot available. You can go in and register and get put on a waiting list, and then we'll try to fit you in. We usually try to get down through our waiting list as we find our volunteer coaches and we have facilities available for you to play in. So get registered for any of our fall sports if you haven't. That's very important to do that. Our spring sports programs are all coming to an end. We try to end at least a couple weeks before school ends. So our end of the season countywide tournament is going on now, and then all of the teams will be forming all-star programs, which they'll go play other areas and then possibly state and national level events. So looking forward to all our all-star teams being formed and going and playing in their respective divisions. A lot of things are going on in the Recreation Department, including Walnut Grove, which is the biggest park that we have going right now. The softball complex should be finished by September 1st. So that's the start of our fall program for girls softball in the west end of the county. And then the rest of it, which is the amphitheater, the community center, all of that stuff will be done by December 31st. So we'll have that starting in January. So we'll be able to host several thousand people at a concerts or events that want to go on out there at the amphitheater. The community center will be available. We'll have a full workout center there. It just will not have a gymnasium at this community center at this present time. It is built where we can add on to it, but right now it won't have that. Lots of outdoor walking track and areas that'll be open. Hopefully that will be open part of the September, at least a portion of it will be open by the September 1st deadline for the softball complex. So looking forward to that. We've got a lot of construction going on here in Walton County, a lot of good parks for you to go to. Again, the best place to go is our website at waltoncountyga.gov, and you can see where those parks are near you. There's also pictures on there of the construction projects that we're doing. So thanks again for listening, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.
Hi, thank you for coming in and seeing us today at Monroe Walton Center for the Arts. I thought I'd talk a little bit about our classes, kind of how they're organized. If you come in and see us, you'll see a monthly list of everything we have going on for the whole month on one page. We also have a separate thing you can pick up. This is really more of a poster for display, but we have our class and events handout that has everything also for the month with a little more information than this has. It's kind of a quick glance, but just in a nutshell, we have weekly classes for adults. We have weekly classes for kids. Those classes are ongoing most of the year round, and I'll come back to that in a minute. And then we also have kind of once and done classes that are either one time or maybe a 4-week course, but they're not ongoing. And then of course we have our summer camps coming up, and then we also have our literary events, so things like book signings or creative writing classes. So just to give you that kind of broad overview of everything that we have going on. The other thing we have going on are free creative gatherings. So that includes the Monroe Makers, that's every Thursday, the Artist Book Club, that's once a month, the writers groups, that we have 2 different writers groups that meet here once a month. The Old Time Music Jam meets here once a month. Sometimes they have a scheduled conflict, but they're usually here on the 3rd Saturday of the month. And then we have a book club. All those events are free. We also have receptions for the shows. So those are free as well. So we have a lot that's free. Of course, you can come in and visit us anytime. The gallery, every now and then somebody will ask me if there's a ticket price. Absolutely not. It's always free to see the gallery show. I did want to circle back to the kids' classes. 2 of our kids' classes only run September through April. So right now they're on break because we're getting ready for summer camp, and we'll have 6 weeks of summer camp in June and July, and then some of our kids' classes will start back up in September. Pottery goes year-round for kids and adults. So anyway, that's kind of a broad overview of the things that we have going on. Trying to think. We have ArtX. I wanted to highlight that. That's our art for special needs young adults. That's once a week. So come in, give us a shot. I think you'll be impressed with what we offer. Our once and done type classes can include everything from crafty type things like decorating baskets to a photography class, calligraphy, and then of course the sip and paint type classes. We have 2 of those a month. So do come in, either call us, visit our website. Our website's monroewaltonarts.org. Come in and pick up a class list. It's constantly being updated with new classes that we have going on.
Turn over to you to tell us all about Magnesium.
Hello, yes, thank you, Bill, for choosing Loganville to be your home. We're glad you're here. We wish you much success.
Thank you. Okay, so tell us, what do you do here?
Yeah, sure. So Magnesium of Loganville, we are a math-only learning center. We help both children and adults from counting up through calculus. We work with individualized learning plans. You bring your child in, we'll have a conversation, we'll do an assessment. We'll put together a learning plan for them, and we'll work through that learning plan. But we don't only work through their learning plan, we'll also help them through their current schoolwork as well. Our job is to meet the children where they are along that math journey. So we'll do both remediation as well as enrichment. If you want a child that's trying to catch up, or if you want your child to get ahead and stay ahead, we are really the premier place to be in Loganville. And I'm excited to be here. I've absolutely loved working with the Chamber. Principal for the day was fantastic. Loganville has been amazing to work with, and I really just can't say enough good things about being here. I thank you guys for having me.
Absolutely. When did you open?
So technically opened the beginning of December. We tried to do our ribbon cutting in January, but a snowstorm had other plans for us. But fortuitously, we were able to do it today here on Pi Day, which is one of the most sacred math days of the year. So.
Yes. Tell us where you're located.
So we are located at 4044 Atlanta Highway, Suite 804. If you don't want to put it in Google Maps, just look for the Lowe's, the Dick's, and the Dollar Tree. Look for that little triangle shopping center. We're right in the middle. You can also find us online at magnesium.com/Loganville.
If someone was interested in bringing a child here, do they call and make an appointment? Do they make an appointment online? How does that happen?
So just like we want to meet the children where they are, we also want to meet the parents where they are. So if you want to call us, 770-341-MATH, 6284, you can call the center and we can set you up with an appointment for an assessment. If you want to go online to our website, magnesium.com/Loganville, you can sign up for an assessment there as well. I mean, heck, if you write me a physical letter and I get it, I will find a way to get you and your child in here to get assessed. Like I said, we really mean it when we say we want to meet the children where they are and we want to meet the parents where they are. It's a tough situation to go through when your child's struggling with math. We know that, we understand that, we want to do everything we can to make it easier on the families.
Awesome. So tell us a little bit about what's going on around us right here.
So today is Pi Day, March 14th, 3.14, as you guys may already know. We have a couple of stations. Well, first of all, we're kicking off our summer programs. So we're going to do full day, half day camps over the summer. We're also doing catch-up, which is basically unlimited sessions. This is really targeted for high school students, maybe athletes that may fall behind during the school year, and they need the ability to catch back up if they can't attend during the school year. They can come in over the summer. They can come in 5 days a week if they want to. We're going to be here. We're going to be ready to help them. Around here we have memorizing the digits of pi, where Mr. Matthew, my assistant center director, is so far in the lead. We also have pi words. Over here we have what is pi? The actual ratio between the diameter of a circle and the circumference, and a nice visualization to see that. And then over here we are doing what we call a slime pie. slime. I mean, you knew what we were gonna do. Slime's big, right? But basically, you dig in through the slime, you find the digits, and you make pie. You make the number pie. And then in the back, we're gonna have some pizza. We're gonna have some pie. We don't normally have pizza and pie here during instructional hours, but you know, we also do like to have fun in the back over there. We're unveiling what we call our Cash Tornado or our Star Tornado. We offer rewards to the kids. And so this is a great opportunity for if they do a mastery check and they win, they should win something worthy, right? So we have a tornado machine where they can go in, and for every dollar they catch, they earn stars, and those stars will go towards being able to buy stuff from our rewards cabinet. And you can see in our rewards cabinet, it's heavily stocked with Squishmallows because I follow what the children tell me, and they keep buying Squishmallows. I keep coming back. You know, if I leave for a day, I come back, it's empty. So I gotta go refill a little more Squishmallows. But yeah, we really want to make sure we're rewarding the children, make sure that we make it easy for the parents, and really just, I mean, we understand the struggle and we're here to help.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it.
Thank you so much. All right. Yeah.
Everybody say pie day.
Pie day.
Pie day. 1, 2, 3, whack it.
Hey.
Still got your fingers?
So everybody's good?
Today on the Feed the Goats, we're going to try a new classic thin crusted pizza. So let's see what they think about this thin crusted pizza. All right, Sophie, would you like a bite of it? Oh, you do it. How about Heidi? I do think they like the thin crusted pizza. You grab the whole thing, didn't you, girl? Got one more here. 2 come in a package. These are out of date, so that's why I'm feeding them to the goats. And you notice how they bite up. They don't have top teeth. They're just cutting it with their bottom teeth, so they always bite up so the bottom teeth can cut through. Sophie, I think you've got a mouthful, don't you, girl? Here's Sophie. Here's Sophie. Heidi. Here's Sophie. Thank you, bye. And we've got some bread to try out here. Let's see. This is wheat Subway rolls. They've gone out of date too, so let's see what they do with these Subway rolls. Wheat, so they really ought to like this, having wheat in them. I think Heidi can out-eat Sophie. Well, I guess that's it for today on Feed the Goats. As you can tell, they like the crusted pizza and they like the Subway rolls. So this is Paul Mullins with Walton Entertainment.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. We know how that turned out. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens? Fact, more than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping, and 80% say their first e-cigarette was flavored. Vaping is harmful to developing brains. The reason we think vaping is safe? Marketing. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
The life of every child is precious. If you care for a child or teenager with a disability and have limited income and resources, they may qualify for monthly cash payments through the Supplemental Security Income Program, or SSI. Call Social Security at 1-800-772-1213 or visit ssa.gov/SSI-Kids to learn more. That's ssa.gov/SSI-Kids. Message produced by Social Security at U.S. taxpayer expense.
The most important thing about being in the human race isn't winning. It's participating. Living life to the fullest. Emphasis on living. This is what makes life, life. Yet how much of life are we willing to miss out on? Untreated hearing loss affects our mobility. It increases the risk of falls by 50%. Good hearing health is essential to staying engaged and doing what we love. Hear well and stay vital. Get a hearing health check every year.
My name's Eddie Metcalf. I enjoy working in my yard. And, I can't do that anymore because I'm missing most of my lung. They did a CAT scan of my kidneys. No more kidney stones, that's the good news, but we found a spot on your lung. That frankly scared the hell out of me. I hadn't smoked in 22 years. How could this happen to me? He said, well, you know about radon gas. Well, I heard about it. He said, well, the second leading cause of cancer in America is radon. 22,000 people a year die from this. I literally left the doctor's office, got a test kit, put it in the house, and our result was 39.8. The upper limit is 4. We got to get this fixed. That was on a Monday, and on Wednesday, our mitigation system was up and running. Well, I think everybody should have their house tested. We'd never known we'd still be living there. I could get another tumor from it. But right now, it's changing my life.
Welcome to your community. This is your hometown. This is Walton Entertainment. This is where you can hear from the community and those making a difference.